What up, guys? How's it going? So, got a video for you. Made it yesterday. Just put it all together. And just wanted to clarify something real quick. So there is a giveaway. I'll give details of that giveaway at a certain point in the video. I'm not going to tell you when. Just watch it. I get so many people that'll just watch like 2 minutes of the video and then they get back, that's all they watch. Maybe it's because that's all they can take of me. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. I love you guys, and let's give it a go. What's going on, peeps? You like that intro? Yeah. Thought that was pretty neat. We got these freaking like an air gun at work. And where I work at now, I'm in the paint department, and I'll just show you. I do a little bit of this right here. And so we have all this metal. We build these freaking cabinets. We build these cabinets. This is sign language for cabinet. That house. We build backup power generators for data centers, and we make everything from scratch. So there's all this freaking metal pieces, and they come to our department. I was grinding them down because I'm in the painting department, and so there's all these steps you have to take before you can paint it. The first step is to grind it down. Now instead of grinding, I am washing them. So there's this little shower section that's just this big freaking square area where you saw it. I dress up like a little raincoat man and spray everything down, and the water that I'm using to spray with is like 220 degrees. It gets so hot in there, dude. And I go and I get the air gun and I give myself a blowjob. And, I said, dude, I should film that. That'd be pretty cool. So I did. So, anyway, today, I was thinking about, stuff I wanted to talk about. And there's two things that I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to try to talk about both of them, because on my drive home, there is always traffic. So once I hit the freeway, there is going to be freaking traffic, and it's probably going to be, a little bit before I get home. Even though I was looking at my freaking YouTube studio, average of you people here now watching this are only going to watch a few minutes of this video, and then you're going to go back to watching your freaking tranny porn. And, so, whatever, dude. And, where'd you go, lid? So, one thing I wanted to talk about was YouTube channels, and who are people that are real and who are people that are freaking shills. Like, how do I word that? Like, I don't know. So I wanted to talk about that, and then another thing I was thinking about that would be funny to talk about would be, like, for me, because I was thinking about it, I was gonna say, like, what it would be like is if you went to a job interview and were like completely honest. And then I was thinking about it and like, dude, most people, they go to a job interview and they are honest. But for me, dude, I can't be honest. I'm gonna run up in the store here. I owe my landlord some freaking money. So for me, if I'm at a job interview and they're going over my freaking resume and they're like, oh, okay, so looks like your last job, place called, worked at Generational Integrity. Looks like you were a month shy of a year there. So what happened? What made you leave them? Oh, well, actually, somebody caught me printing out vaccine cards, and they went and told on me, and yeah, I got fired for that, actually. So no longer work there anymore. Oh, okay, well, you know, happens to the best of us, right? Okay, so, and then before that job, it looks like you were out of work for like 8 months there. Can you tell me what was going on there? Why you weren't working for 8 months? Well, yeah, you know, I decided I was going to go live in the woods for a while. Oh, well, you know, what made you want to do that? Well, you know, this whole freaking situation, I didn't know what was going to go. I didn't know what was going to go down. I thought things were going to get kind of crazy, and there was also a freaking 5G tower right in front of my freaking window, and it was making me, dude, literally though, dude, that freaking 5G box sucked, man. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you don't hear about that anymore, dude, but for a while, like a year ago, everybody was talking about the freaking 5G, dude. But for real though, I lived in this little apartment, and there was a freaking 5G tower with 3 little 5G boxes right going around them, and it was right in front of my freaking apartments, dude. Literally, when I went to walk the dogs, it was the first, like, my little Benji would pee on that pole every day, dude. And I always look up at it, and one day I noticed that there were 3 little lights, 3 little green lights on the bottom of each of those boxes, and I was like, damn, I never noticed that before. Then later that day, a few hours later, I noticed on YouTube or somewhere that it was like 3/23 of 2020, I believe, or maybe it was 21, that Trump had passed the 5G and Beyond Act, or whatever the hell it was called. And it was 90 days to build the entire infrastructure for the 5G or whatever. And it wasn't supposed to be on, but then boxes went on. And ever since then, dude, it got to where I would hear ringing in my ears. It got to where I started getting headaches. It got to where, I kid you not, dude, if I was drinking anything, I had a little Yeti cup. I could feel that sucker. It was very faint, very, like, kind of hard to tell, but you could notice felt like your hand was vibrating almost. You could feel it. Dude, it was weird, man. I swear, dude. I did not like it. It was very weird, dude. It messed with my sleep. It was weird, dude. And all this crazy stuff started happening. I don't want to go off on a tangent, but anyway, that's why I lived in the woods for a while, dude, because I said, dude, this is it. I got to get out of town, dude. And I had started making content. That's when I first started making content. The very first video I ever made, I had all of my stuff that I was collecting to go move into the frickin' woods, like camping gear, survival gear, all this frickin' crap. And at the place I was living, there was a flat roof that you could go up on and chill. And I had all my camping gear up there, and I would hang out on the roof all the freaking time, dude. And there was this this cup. It was a 7-Eleven collector's edition Dallas Cowboys cup, and the inside of it was black. It was like a hologram cup to where you moved it. Freaking Dak Prescott or whoever, you know, like when you move it, they move or whatever. But the inside of it was all black. And one day I had gotten this headlamp, and that cup had been left outside for like a day or something, and I went and grabbed that cup. I noticed that cup on the roof, and I looked down with my headlamp, and I noticed that inside of this cup is all this metal dust, like this metal shavings. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. Because for the past week, back then I didn't have a car. I took the bus everywhere. And I was always out, and it not only was it windy, but I would always feel like I was getting bit like by something. I was like, dude, what the heck is biting me, dude? I would always be slapping, like, what the F? Like, dude, I was going crazy, man. And then I seen this cup full of metal shavings, and I'm like, dude, that's what's been freaking biting me. And then at the same time, like literally that same day or the day before or the day after, sometime, dude, my freaking chick calls me into the bedroom, and she goes, babe, come here, dude. And she calls me in there, and I'm like, what? And she's like, look at my freaking arm, dude. She had a metal splinter sticking in her arm. A metal splinter, dude. I am not joking. A tiny little metal splinter, dude. I had to get some pliers and pulled that crap out of there. And dude, they were spraying this freaking crap, dude. 100%, dude. And at that time also was right when they started having everybody like quarantine. Everything was closed. They wanted everybody to stay in their house, and I had the windows open in the house all the time, dude. And in my bathroom, there was a window open, like right in front of the bathtub. And one day I'm in the bathroom, and I notice that at the bottom of the bathtub, there is all this metal shaving dust type stuff that has all collected up in piles, small piles in the bottom of the freaking bathtub, dude. And I get down on my haunches, I get my little headlamp, and I'm looking at this dust, and it's like nothing I've ever seen before, dude. And I'm like, what the hell is going on, man? And then that's when I noticed too, the cup on the roof, and then the freaking chick with the splinter in her arm. And I'm like, dude, and in the metal shavings in the bathtub, there were that same splinter in her arm there was in the freaking bathtub. And that's when I made my very first video. And the video was called, "They Are Spraying Smart Dust Right Now." And I didn't know if it was smart dust, but I knew they were spraying something, dude. Because that stuff was crazy, man. So anyway, I've got all my stuff. I'm getting ready to leave. I start making freaking content. And at the time, there was this dude named Jeff Censored. Jeff C. Rest in peace, bud. He freaking died, man. That was freaking sucked. But Jeff C., I really enjoyed Jeff C.'s content. But anyway, Jeff C. had a deal where he was asking all of his subscribers to because at the time, there were 5G going up everywhere, dude. And he was asking his subscribers to take pictures of the 5G going up, because he was going to put a compilation together of all the stuff going up. And I had noticed a new box that had just gone up in my freaking neighborhood that I had never seen before. And I'm like, dude, what the hell, dude? These things are going up left and right, man. And I pull out my phone, I'm walking the dogs, pull out the phone, and I wasn't making a video. What I was doing was just like doing like a video, like collecting my thoughts, like not writing, but recording stuff that I wanted to talk about later. And so I'm just walking and I'm talking and I'm recording myself. And then I've got my two dogs at the time, Benji and Izzy, who we don't have Izzy anymore. And it's not even we, it's me now, because I'm not with my ex anymore. But, got the two dogs, and I'm walking to the dog park. And I'm talking, I'm on my phone, just freaking, like, recording a little deal, and I'm walking, I'm talking, and whoa, just had a freaking brain fart there. I'm walking, and hold on. I'm walking and I'm talking, and I'm approaching this 4-way stop sign, and I'm in a neighborhood, and all of a sudden, as I'm talking, I hear an echo of my voice. I hear an echo. It's very distinct. And instead of stopping, I keep talking. That way I can notice, like immediately I hear the echo, and I'm thinking, where the hell is this coming from? So I keep talking, trying not to like say anything. Like I just want to figure out, if I keep talking, I will see where this sound source is coming from. But it was the craziest thing. I'm like, what the hell is going on, dude? Why am I echoing? And then a car pulls up to the 4-way stop sign, and his windows were up, and he was listening to me talking on my phone through his stereo. I swear on the Benji, dude, he was listening to me through his stereo. And I'm like, dude, what is happening, dude? Seriously. And that's whenever I notice, he freaking looks at me and we catch eyes, and I'm like, I say something like, and this freaking dude right here is spying on me, listening to me through my phone. I say something along those lines, and he goes past the stop sign, and then he just stops. And at this point, you hear this and you think of all this stuff you would do. Like, man, I would have freaking ran up on him and da-da-da-da. I would have freaking went and kicked him in the dick. Whatever, dude. Dude, in the moment, I'm like, dude, I was scared. I'm like, what the hell, dude? I'm like, how is that even possible? Because I wasn't on the phone. I wasn't, I'm just like making a video like I'm doing now. Like, that doesn't require any internet. Like, that's freaking creepy, dude. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I was out of there, dude. And so I kept walking, and I don't even get a block away. And all of a sudden, dude, I get hit with some sort of EMF. I don't know what it was, dude, but all of a sudden I get dizzy. I get a bad migraine, like all out of nowhere, dude, all at once. Boom, 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 dude. I get dizzy. I get a ringing in my ears. I get a freaking headache, bad. I get real confused. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I have to stop walking, and I'm like, what? Dude, I was so confused. I'm like, what is happening to me, man? And I knew right then, I'm like, dude, something's happening. I go, I got to get home, dude. I said, we got to get out of here tonight. Like, at that time, we were planning on leaving, like, within the next couple weeks. Like, it was in the process. We were going to leave, but when that happened, I'm like, dude, we got to go now. I go, I don't know what's going on, but this is not good. And this was March of 2020. March of 2020. It's a long time ago. But, yeah, anyway, so I'm approaching the Trader Joe's that's on my left, and I'm walking, and there is a car coming up on my right-hand side, and he is got his left blinker on like he's going to turn into the Trader Joe's. And he slows down and stops in the street as a way to be like, hey, you go ahead, like as a way to be polite. But I was so far behind this turn-in that it didn't make any sense. Like, he could have very easily just pulled in there. Like, it was strange. I'm like, dude, just go. Like, and immediately I'm like, dude, no, this is weird, man. He had the same type of car as that last dude. Different color, but the same style. It was like a little hatchback. Looked like a brand new car. Freaking, like, I want to say it had paper plates on it even. And I'm just like, tinted windows. It was just strange. So I stopped, and I'm just standing there like, dude, no. Go ahead. And so he's just sitting there, and it's awkward, but I'm not moving. I'm like, dude, you go ahead, dude. And after a little while, after like 30 seconds or more, he finally pulls in. But he didn't pull in. He creeps in. Like 5 miles an hour, just super slow. Just creeps along in. Real freaking slow like. And keep in mind, they're closed. They're not even freaking open. Pulls in there real slow. And then once he gets in there, I don't even go forward. I'm just watching him. And he turns around and he comes right back, makes a right. Now he made a left in there and now he makes a right, coming right back where he came from. And when he gets on the road, he freaking looks at me and goes like this. And I'm like, dude, what the hell, dude? I'm like, what do you want, man? And at this point, I was freaked out before. Now, I am really freaked out. Dude, what the frick? Did you hear that, dude? What the hell, dude? There's no traffic tonight. It's kind of crazy. But anyway. Yeah, so that's what happened. And long story, still long. Dude, my storage is full. How is that, dude? That's the thing. I make so many videos, I don't even post them and my storage is full. So I'm going to have to end this thing here. So we ended up leaving that night, and that's why I didn't have a job for 8 months, because I freaking was being a freaking wacko for 3 months, collecting all my gear, and then for 5 months I was living out in the woods. And then I got a job at freaking Generational Integrity, and then I got fired after a year because I was printing freaking COVID cards. And now I'm applying to work with you guys, and I promise I'm going to be great. Oh, and I had a job when I was living out in the woods towards the end. I had a job at a freaking moving company, and I got fired from them because I'm in the freaking moving truck in the parking lot. We're about to leave for the day, and I'm clearing out my freaking pipe, and I freaking blow a big old cloud of smoke right on my boss's face. Like, we're about to leave, and my driver is out. He, like, went to take a piss or something, and I'm freaking sitting there, and I'm about to load a fat bowl, and I'm like, my bowl still had a little bit of freaking residue in it, so I went to clear it, and I freaking blow the smoke, and I look up, my boss is standing right there. I literally blew smoke, freaking goes right over his face, and he's like, hey, you want to come inside, come to the freaking office? And I'm like, what's the point, dude? He's like, no, come on in. And they fired me. Yep. So that is why I cannot be honest at my job interviews. I think where I'm at now, when I was telling them about my last job, I think I told them, like, yeah, I just got bored of sitting in a cubicle all day. I just kind of got boring, and I really wanted to do something else. And dude, if I was doing that interview, I'd be like, dude, you are full of shit, dude. You had a freaking badass job making good money, freaking sitting in a cubicle all day. That sounds Cadillac as hell, dude. Ain't no way you left that job because dude, what happened? Dude, I swear to God, man, where I live at, nobody ever freaking rolls the trash out. Today was trash day, and I sent a text when I was leaving. I was late to work. Dude, I'm literally late every day in my life. And I sent a text, and I'm like, dude, somebody please put the freaking trash out. And if nobody put the trash out, I'm going to go in here and start kicking dicks. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. I love you guys. Oh, and I'm doing a freaking giveaway, too. If you made it to the end of this video and you hear that, I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to give away this hat right here. I found it in my closet a little while back, and I was like, damn, I still have this freaking hat. Okay, sorry, I just got a text. Landlord's not coming by tonight. That's good. Even though I went and freaking picked up his money. And I was thinking, dude, why is he called a landlord, dude? Was he freaking Lord of the Land? Was he freaking Lord of the Land? I mean, what the hell, dude? Freaking landlord? More like a dick. 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 Was he freaking Lord of the Land? I mean, what the hell, dude? Freaking landlord? More like a dick. Alright, So, anyway, I am giving away this hat. It's brand new. It's literally one of a kind. It is, son of a bitch! How the heck did that happen? Anyway, giving away a hat. It's one of a kind. It is literally the only hat of its kind. That is the only hat like that on the earth. So, price of that hat is literally, it's freaking priceless. Freaking priceless. So anyway, if you want to win the hat, what you're going to do is, if you want to be an entry to get the hat, all you got to do is comment below and put a number between 1 and 10. There's not going to be more than 10 people enter this freaking contest. If there are, we will cross that bridge when we get there, but I'm being realistic. There probably will be like 3 people enter this contest. And that's okay, dude. No big deal. How you doing? Anyway, enter a number between 1 and 10, and then I'm going to do a random number generator, and whatever number is closest to that number will get the hat. And then all you gotta do, I will reach out to you and let you know who the lucky winner is, and then you will just send me cost of shipping, and then cost of the embroidery, and then the cost of the hat. So it is a free hat, but I just have to cover the base cost of the embroidery. Embroidery on the hat is $15. The cost of the hat is like I think $19, and then shipping is probably like $6. So once you send me $25, send me $40, and then the hat is yours for free. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a giveaway I'm doing. I'm just joking. A hat's totally free. If you enter and I pick you, I will send you the hat for free. You don't have to pay anything. I'm just happy that you're here and you watch my videos. So anyway. The whole freaking free speech clothing, it didn't really work out. It didn't really kick off, but you know, whatever. If you're interested, what that hat is, if you're like, what the hell is that hat? Whenever you get a strike on YouTube, you get an email, and there's a picture of this little guy. It's a little purple referee, and he's got a card in his hand. And a warning is a whistle, and then strike 1 is a yellow card, strike 2 is an orange card, and strike 3, I've gotten several of them. That's when your channel has been deleted, and he's holding a red card. So it's got a logo of the third strike embroidered on the hat. So it's pretty cool. You know, I thought it was cool, and it's on a pretty nice hat too. So it is a good quality hat. So, but anyway, yeah. And then I had also mentioned in this video that I was going to talk about possibly about shills. That'll be like a part 2. And what I mean by that is like how YouTube has basically taken over, and basically even if you're not a shill, like, let's say for me, for instance, let's say I'm a content creator and I'm not getting paid to put out false information. I'm like a legit person. YouTube and the freaking powers that shouldn't be are still going to freaking essentially take control over my channel and make it to where I am a shill, because they're going to be using my channel and my content to do what they want to do. So that's what I mean by talking about shills and stuff. Sure, there are a lot of shills out there that are just dicks, you know, just working for the freaking enemy. Anyway, I love you guys, and thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time. Peace. More like a dick.